All right. We want to wish every single one of you a very, very happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We're at that in between point, but this will be the last training we're going to do this year. Of course, we would not be right if we did not do that with my man, the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, the Monte Cristo. We call him MJ Michael Jordan, the very best to ever do it. Mr. Dale Roberts, welcome, sir.
Man, thank you very much, Ty. I get on these calls just to get my ego stroked, just to feel good and have a tremendous day. When somebody says that about you, I'm telling you guys, it gives you that great bubbly feeling. Hey, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everybody. We are pumped up and excited. Todd, I remember at the beginning of the year, man, it's 12 months have passed and we're getting ready to cross over into 2024. How exciting is this?
Yeah, another trip around the sun. And guys, what an unbelievable year it's been. Obviously, this is a time of year when you can obviously look back and look forward at the same time. To look back and say, hey, what went right? What didn't go right? What was great about the year? Hey, what do I need to improve on as I look toward, next year? But obviously, it's a time when we reflect on the past. And then we also reflect on, hey, what do I want to do differently in 2024 that maybe I didn't do in 2023, right? What are those new goals, those new horizons, all those kind of things? Because tomorrow is New Year's Eve, right? This year is running out. And Daryl, I love a comment you made there because obviously, when I make a big deal, guys, out of Daryl, he really is the very best in the industry. I mean, it's all true. MJ, the very best. He's so articulate, so incredible. You can come here every week and you can hear stuff, from Daryl Roberts that you won't hear at a Tony Robbins seminar. You can go pay thousands of dollars and not get the same level of training you guys get every week at no cost, right? But back to Daryl's point. I mean, he made the comment, man, I just come here because it makes me feel good, right? Guys, one of the best things you could ever do as you enter the new year is develop the habit of trying to find a way to make people smile, to develop the habit of finding a way to catch people doing something right, to catch people doing something good, right? You don't need to focus on the faults, right? Everyone else in the world is out there doing that, right? There's 10 zillion critics. That's why they've never built one statue for a critic, right? You can travel the entire globe, and I have, and there's not one single statue. Here it is, the greatest critic that ever. No, they don't build statues to critics, right? And most people want to criticize, right? You're doing 10 things right. And then on that one thing, you didn't do that so well. I mean, it's like everyone's always wanting to tell you something you hadn't done yet or something you didn't do right. How about do the opposite, man? Find the things they are doing right, and let's talk about those things, right? Man, you did a great job on this and a great job on that, and and try to catch people doing something right. Try to hold the door open for somebody, right? Try to grab somebody's grocery cart as you're walking through a parking lot. I do that all the time, right? I'm walking through the parking lot. Hey, I'm going that way anyway. Let me grab your cart. I'll take it with me. Let somebody cut in front of you in a grocery store in line if they only got one item. Let someone cut in front of you on the interstate. Get in the habit of making people smile. And you're going to find out that it's a habit, right? You hear Daryl talk all the time about that book, Atomic Habits. And you learn to do those little things that appear to make no difference at all. But if you kind of mentally, right, as we enter the new year, maybe that's one of the things you put on your list, right, man? Every day I'm looking to make a couple of people smile. What have I done today to make somebody smile? Get yourself out of the way, right? Divorce yourself from what's in it for me and just focus on, hey, what have I done to make somebody else smile today? And if you develop that habit, it just becomes a habit. It becomes part of who you are, what you do. In fact, I want to give a shout out to Tony because her and I have a similar word. It's a word that I made up, but everywhere I go, people say, hey, Todd, how you doing? I am fantabulous. And people crack up like, man, what a great word. They literally say that to me. What a fantastic word. It's a combination of fantastic and fabulous. I am fantabulous. Shout out to Tony, brand new rep, tearing it up. Just doing big things here out of the gate. She has the same word. She goes, I've never heard anybody in my entire life use that word. And I just heard you use the word. I use that word, right? And we had our own little conversation over that. One other thing too, Daryl, before we get into the training here, I want to give a shout out to my man, Adam, who just became a brand new 2-star director. He's laying in the barber chair right now. I invited him on today, but he's at the barber getting all cleaned up for the new year. But I thought about how it happened because Adam came back from this unbelievable trip. He went to Puerto Vallarta and, and he got to go to the $29, all the food, all the drinks, 5-star Grand Palladium. Well, while he was there, he did the trip incentive. He got upgraded to the 5 Diamond Secrets Resort with the Michelin chef. He booked a place on the travel portal that normally ran for like $600-700 a night. And he got it for like 180. I mean, something just crazy, Daryl. He literally called me up on the phone via FaceTime. Dude, you got to see this place. You got to see this thing. It's so unbelievable. I mean, it was that exciting. I mean, he's never done that before. I mean, he was that excited about, I cannot believe I just got this place for $100-something a night. You got, I mean, oceanfront, marble this. I mean, it was like this massive suite. Anyway, he comes back, man, I want to go chase down 2-star. And he's out there doing the right things, but Daryl, the wrong things are happening, right? For whatever reason, it's just not quite clicking. And so he had this goal to be a 2-star by the end of the year. And he's working, but it's just not happening. And now we're like December 13th, right? And he's thinking, okay, well, maybe I'm not going to hit it. And then I called Adam and I said, by the way, Adam's below Tatiana. Tatiana's close to 1-star ambassador. We're trying to turn on the jets. We're trying to, man, anyone we can find, anyone you got in the waiting room, anyone we can reactivate, right? And Adam, he divorced himself from his, it had nothing to do with him. Oh my gosh, is she that close? Hey, let me call so-and-so. Let me do this. Let me do that. It was all about Tatiana, not about him. And in the process, click, 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 something he thought just, it's not going to happen, happened. And how interesting is that sometimes when you take the view off of self and you put the view on somebody else, that was the moment the whole thing clicked, right? And it really, the whole campaign got started not for him, but to help Tatiana hit 1-star ambassador. So huge congratulations to both of them. But I just thought there was some incredible lessons to be learned as we enter the new year. Hey, I want to be a servant leader. It's about others, not about me. If I'm making people smile, if I'm doing the right things, even when the wrong things are happening, magic is going to happen. So,
well, Todd, good things are going to happen. And when you just took about the way you explained Adam, and guys, he's one of the most prolific posters on social media. He's always posting his new people that are signing up, say hi to so-and-so. And he doesn't even just say hi. He puts a little message behind it as well. And I don't really know him. I think we met maybe at one of the events, but all I know is just like Todd explained him, his energy, his excitement, his growth of his business is happening because he's excited. A lot of you out there, you just have no energy. You have no excitement, and you've got to create that excitement. Even if you don't really understand what to say or how to say it, the energy and excitement is what attracts people. So that's what I love about Adam. I don't even know this guy, but when I see him posting all the time about this trip, this person in this group, that person in this group, that makes a big difference. So if you transition from 23 to 24 this year, you've got to, one of your transitions got to be, I got to be more energetic. I got to be more excited about this. And for some of you that have been involved with our company for 5 or 6, 7, 8 months, and you haven't taken a staycation or any trip yet, you've got to fix that in the first quarter of 2024, because once you actually go stay at a place and you've saved $50, you've saved $100, you've saved $500, depending on how long you stay at the location, that's going to make a huge difference. And Tyler, you were just talking about a second ago, let somebody cut in front of you and, open a door for somebody, et cetera. Guys, Maria and I, we do that all the time. I consciously think that even if somebody's behind me 10 or 15 steps, and I kind of see it because I'm always looking and just kind of surveying the land, if you will. And then I'll even wait for a second and just open the door, and they just smile when you go, thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Thank you, sir. And those little things make all the difference in the world. Let me digress to what you were saying earlier. My grandson has asthma. One lives in Montana, and he's a very strong kid. When you see him playing, he's just very robust. You really wouldn't notice it all the time, but he has to go to emergency a lot. He does have to go to his doctor. He has to take medicine. And I noticed his mom, my daughter, was talking, yeah, Dad, he's always getting sick, and especially in the wintertime, and I said, hey, Austin, let's fix something right now. See, he's hearing you say this all the time. And you're putting that he's getting sick, he kind of has a tough time during the wintertime. You're putting that in his thought process every single time you mention this, whether you do it with me or whether you're talking with his mother, whether you're talking with the grandparents, the other grandparents, all the other people, you're putting that in his mind. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to start saying to him, hey, Charlie, your lungs are strong. You're powerful. Man, you're so healthy. Man, you're happy. I'm seeing you just grow up to be really strong and virile and excited, being able to play and do these wonderful things. So she was I taught her to breathe life into individuals, into her son. And she just smiled and said, Dad, you're absolutely right. I even know that growing up with you. I know that sometimes you just don't think about it and you get off on these tangents and you just talk negative, negative, negative. So that's one thing she's going to be working on today. One last thing, I'm not going to expand on this now. I got some training on it a little bit later. But for some of you out there, how many of you said, well, it's December, it's the end of the year, and nobody's going to, sign up. People are going to be on, in holiday mode and family mode. If you said that just a little bit in your mindset, ladies and gentlemen, I bet you didn't sign up anybody because that was the mindset. Well, it's not official, but I think Marie and I got the top ambassador recruiting this month.
It's
because
official.
You know why?
Boy, it's official.
It's official.
Number one, el numero uno.
So there's a couple of things there, but because my mindset, Maria's mindset was, hey, we're going to go into 24 with some energy. The only way to do that is to put 4, 5, 6 new people in this month so that when we cross over into 2024, there's energy, excitement. So that's the difference. It's these little tiny things that make a difference. Well, nobody in my city is excited. Nobody in my country will sign up with this. Nobody. It's your mindset. You've got to change the mindset. One little tweak in mindset, Todd, can make all the difference in the world. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that later, a little bit more in detail, but it just hit me right there.
Well, unequivocally. I mean, obviously, we just got done talking about Tatiana. I mean, she went 1-star ambassador, had to close the gap, right? But she did it in December. Adam thought, hey, there's no chance. I mean, the campaign for him started December 15th. He got it like the day after Christmas. I mean, guys, going into Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, the day after Christmas, I was doing Zooms. They had people on Zooms. This idea that that's just not true. It is a limited belief system that you're imposing upon yourself. You can never say anything about everybody, right? You can never say, well, everybody in my town. There's no everybody. Trust me. Not everybody is on a PC. Not everybody's on an Apple phone. Not everybody's on a Mac. Not everybody's a Christian. Not everybody does anything. I mean, for every Coca-Cola, there's always going to be a 7-Up, the uncola, right? Coca-Cola's a dark drink, 7-Up's a clear drink. So, Coca-Cola's this way. There's always going to be room for something other than what the status quo. So there's never an everybody for anything. So there's always people that are looking. There's always people that are hungry. There's always people that are dreaming of how do I make my dreams of travel come true. There's always people who are sick and tired of being sick and tired, driving up and down the road thinking, my gosh, man, there's got to be a better way. But some of the people woke up this morning, their knees hit the ground. They looked to heaven and they said a prayer, said, Lord, I could use some help down here. I mean, they're just waiting for somebody to show up. And by the way, they may not even like what we have, but it doesn't mean they're not willing to look on December 23rd, December 24th, December 26th, December 27th. I mean, they are willing to, they're hoping that maybe you're the one the angel sent, right? And so one of the things I want to encourage everyone to do as we approach 2024, and I'm going to talk about this next week in Miami. But again, when you understand all of the different things that are converging, right? We talked recently about travel, about to explode in growth. This is not me saying that. That's Bloomberg Finance talking about travel is going to go from 10 trillion, the largest industry in the world, by the way, larger than the number 2 industry, the number 3 industry, and the number 4 industries combined. Think about that. The second largest industry in the world combined with number 3 and combined with the 4th largest industry in the world does not add up to the size of the industry that we are all embarking upon. And that industry that we're embarking upon is expected to grow by $5 trillion in the next 9 years. Guys, that's bigger than the entire energy industry. People have gone to war over energy. Oil, travel is going to grow by more than the entire oil business even does. Get your expectations up. They expect another 25 million people to embrace, just in the United States, to embrace the gig economy, to embrace a side hustle in the next handful of years. Guys, get your expectations up. that limited belief system, right? That maybe I understand, maybe you got a few negative friends and family and they're raining on your parade, guys. Hey, the number one reason people don't succeed, according to the book, Think and Grow Rich. If you've never read that book, put it on your list for 2024. If you have read that book, put it on your list for 2024. You need to read it again. But Todd, I read it 5 times. You need to read it again. Todd, I read it 10 times. You need to read it again. Eager and Larissa read it 50 times, okay? You need to read it again. When you are ready to come on here without any notes and teach on all 13 principles that he teaches in the book, right? Napoleon Hill, then you're ready to maybe not read the book again until you're ready to come on here with me and Daryl and give the lecture on that book. You need to read it again. But in the book, he says the number one reason that most people don't succeed, friends and family, right? Because they're getting kind of all these little negative voices. And it's not that they mean to be malicious, right? It's not that they are trying to crush your dreams, right? It's just that, again, most people, don't have money, because most people in life don't have money, right? I mean, 5% of the population has money and the other 95% is kind of living paycheck to paycheck. And so if you come from a long line of people that they work hard and they put some food on the table and put a roof over your head and they love you, of course they mean well, but they were never really taught about money. They were never taught what Warren Buffett teaches: unless you find a way to make money while you sleep, you work until the day you die. Most people, if they have $5,000 in bills and they make $6,000, they take the $6,000, man, I got $6,000. Oh, wow, I got to pay bills. Pay all the bills, I got $1,000 left over. Man, what do you want to go buy? Well, if you go spend everything that's left over, you're never going to have any money. But that's the mindset of most people, guys. So it's learning to tweak the little bit of mindsets, right? That they were never taught about money. So a lot of times people are, oh, I'd be careful. Might be one of those things. Sounds like a scam. I mean, there's all of that kind of stuff out there. People's advice about something they know nothing about is always negative. But again, back to the real point, 2024, get your expectations up. Don't lower your expectations to meet your performance. Raise your level of performance to meet your expectations. Expect the best of yourself, and then do what is necessary to make it a reality. Now, as we enter the new year, right? Tonight is the 30th. It's my brother's birthday, by the way. Happy birthday to my brother. Anyway, as we enter tomorrow's New Year's Eve, then January 1's on Monday. Hopefully all of you, okay, are spending some time saying, hey, what are my goals as I enter the year 2024? What are those things that I want to accomplish? And guys, it's not just about Trevorium. There are health goals, right? I can tell you, when Daryl talked about having energy, drinking lots of water. You should be drinking half your body weight in water as far as ounces, right? If you just want a general rule of thumb, something close to a gallon of water every day is something that you should be doing, right? Yes, you're going to be in the bathroom a lot because you're drinking water. Man, I got to go pee again, right? But I mean, this is one of the healthiest things you can do. It's going to fill you, satiate you, hydrate you, give you energy, make your craving for food go down, probably lose a few pounds in the process, right? It's one of the best things you can do. Man, am I drinking enough water? Am I eating enough fruits and vegetables? We all know that we're supposed to eat fruits and vegetables. That's not new information, right? But man, maybe I haven't done those things. But you know what? In 2024, every day I'm going to eat a huge salad. Just at least one meal, I'm going to eat a huge salad with lots of veggies and all the kind of stuff. Maybe I'm going to have a smoothie or some kind of juice in the morning, right? I'm going to make sure I got a veggie with my dinner or something like that. I mean, I'm just got to make an attempt to do better in that arena, right? So there's health goals, but those health goals can affect your business goals, right? Because some people don't do well because they don't feel well. Some people, it's hard to have a smile on your face and be excited because I just don't feel good. I mean, again, so sometimes, we got to get the energy up, man. We got to maybe hit the treadmill a little bit and get the blood flowing and drink some more water and eat some more fruits and vegetables so that we have the vitality to go out there and say, man, we're traveling here, we're traveling there. Who wants to go with us, right? That could be part of your goal. Another goal you can have are obviously family goals. Well, guys, the entire reason we're doing this, no one gets to the end of their life and say, man, if I just spent more time at the office, I feel so bad that I didn't get to see my boss more. Nobody ever says that. I mean, they're always like, man, I wish I'd spent more time with my kids, with my loved ones. I wish I'd have stayed in touch with my friends. I wish I'd have gone on this trip or that trip or done this or done that. People regret the stuff they didn't do. Guys, we're in the business of making those dreams come true, but a lot of times it's about family goals, being with family, being with friends. finance, right? What are your financial goals? I just made a comment a moment ago. You can't spend more than you make. So guys, we want to help you guys make a lot of money. But I've met people in this business, and Daryl and Maria have met people in this business, that as they increase their income and their income explodes, so does their spending. It's like, wow, man, congratulations, Daryl and Maria. You're probably making $500,000 this year. Wow, yeah, I know, but we spent 600,000. I mean, you don't want to be telling that story, right? Guys, make sure that you're keeping your spending below your income. That way, every month you're putting some away, putting some away, putting some away. You're watching your bank account grow. You're watching that bank account get bigger. And guys, if you're not in a place where, oh man, Todd, that's impossible. No, just cut out some things, cut off cable TV, come and make some hard cuts so that you start getting on the right side of money, right? And of course, you'll part again. One of the things we're going to emphasize here in the new year is understanding the tax benefits. I talked to a lady just the other day. She's like, yeah, I know. I just don't know if I can afford the 125 a month. I'm like, you work a regular job, don't you? She goes, yeah. I go, they take taxes out of your paycheck? She goes, yeah. I go, you do realize with your home-based business, you're probably saving $500 a month in taxes. If you cut off the 125 a month for your travel business, you didn't save 125 a month. You literally lost 375 a month. I mean, whose side are you on? If you are tight financially, you need a home business more than anyone on the entire planet, which, by the way, is most people in America. That is an education process. But guys, we want to help you get on the right side of finances. Even in the Bible, it talks about saving money, saving 20%. You're thinking, Todd, where does it say that at? If you go read the story of Joseph, right? He was wrongfully imprisoned. And then eventually, Pharaoh's having these dreams nobody can interpret. They remember that Joseph had this ability to interpret dreams. They bring him out, and Pharaoh says, I have this dream about these 7 fat cows coming out of the river. And Joseph says, it means you're going to have 7 years feast. He goes, yeah, but then I have this dream about these 7 skinny, scrawny cows. You can see their ribs coming out of the river. He goes, you're going to have 7 years feast followed by 7 years famine. Pharaoh says, my gosh, what do we do? And Joseph says, you take 20% of the grain during the feast years and you set it to the side, and that'll cover you during the famine years. Guys, the economic formula for getting ahead and being successful is right there in the Bible, right? You can read about it. If I save 20%, I don't care where you work, how much money you make. If you're saving 20% and learning to invest that money, you are going to get financially independent. I don't care if you're a janitor. I don't care if you're a bus driver. I don't care if you're a policeman, a school teacher, what it is you do. And part of that's learning to also increase my level of income, right? By the way, there are spiritual goals. If you are someone that, man, Todd's always quoting stuff from the Bible, man, I've never read the Bible. Guys, there's no better time right now to read the Bible. Why? Because January 1 is coming 2 days away. I had never read the Bible cover to cover until somebody gave me the greatest gift in the world. And that was a 1-year Bible. And it was a Bible that when you open it up, it doesn't go by book. It doesn't start with Genesis and all that kind of, right? It's a Bible that says January 1, right? And you read until it says January 2, and then you're done. Then it says January 2, and you read until you see January 3, then you're done. Then you see January 3. Wonder what I do next. Oh yeah, I read till I see January 4. I mean, when I did that, it made it simple. I knew exactly what to do every single day. And so I read the Bible cover to cover. And again, I'm not trying to impose my beliefs on you. I'm simply saying that whatever your faith is, whatever your belief is, whatever your religion is, hey, practice it. And if you happen to be a Bible reader, if you happen to be a Judeo-Christian, then hey, go actually read the Bible. And now's a great time because January 1's coming up and you get a 1-year Bible. By the way, since then, technology happened. Now I've got the daily audio Bible on my phone. So when I'm on the treadmill, all I got to do is hit the thing and let Pastor Brian will read the whole thing to me. Again, it's called the Daily Audio Bible. They got it in multiple languages. Not only does he read you the Bible, right? There's a January 1, January 2, January 3. Every day you do an Old Testament, New Testament, Psalm, and a proverb. And then you get a little commentary from Pastor Brian. Now, you don't have to stick around for the commentary, but my wife tried multiple years to do it. And then she's now done it multiple times, right? So guys, it's one of those things, hey, beginning of the new year, hey, if you want to increase your spirituality, you want to do some things in that arena, hey, maybe put that on your list of things that I want to do. By the way, we talk about reading 10 pages of a good book every day. If you do, you're going to read 18 books a year. Are you in fact doing 10 pages of a good book every day? Do you have an Audible account? Because an Audible account, you can buy books on audio. By the way, there's also a number of different services where you can get business book summaries. And so, guys, do you have the headphones on? Minimum 15 minutes a day. You can do it while you're cooking. You can do it while you're shopping. You can do it while you're on the treadmill. You can do it while you're driving the car. You can do it while you're doing things around the house. If you're, cleaning the house or cleaning the windows or in the yard, pulling weeds, whatever it is you might be doing, you can have the headphones in, taking in the good stuff. There's no excuse for not doing that. By the way, there's travel goals. Hey, where are you guys going this year? World tours, trip incentives, getaways, right? We want to be out there living by example. But guys, there's 10 different goal areas. I expect everybody on this Zoom, okay, to have written goals. It's written down on paper. It's written in your cell phone. And beyond just writing it down, which by the way is biblical, if you go to that book, I can never pronunciate, Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2, says, write the vision and make it plain. That's not the word according to Todd. That's the word according to God, all right? Write down the vision and make it plain. It's biblical. But how many of you have actually done that? Now, some of you can take it one step further. Not only am I going to write it down, by the way, in the old days, guys, they had to get a hammer and they had to get a thing and try to write down my goals. It's going to take a while. I probably had to get started 2 months ago. Daryl Roberts over there, executive chairman. Hey, Maria, I need another chisel. All right. Hey, Maria, I need another tablet. You go get one of the big stones. I know it's heavy. Hey, Aaron, help your mother. Bring that stone over here. I mean, in the old days, this was tough stuff, right? Today, you just go, Siri, write down my goals. I want to be an ambassador. I mean, guys, never been easier. Now, I know that Coach D and a number of people on the team do a great job with what we call the vision board. And that's where you don't just have the goal on a piece of paper written, but you go get the magazines, you get some scissors, you get the glue, you get some poster board, right? And you cut out the pictures that represent the things you want to accomplish. If you're saying, Todd, man, I want that brand new Mercedes, I want a picture of the exact Mercedes, the exact color, the exact model. Well, Todd, where am I going to find that at? If you go online, you can actually build your dream car. They'll ask you all the questions. What kind of tires? What kind of rims? What kind of interior? What kind of color on the outside? What kind of color on the inside? They will literally build your dream car, asking you all the questions. They'll show you the different kinds of tires, the different kind of rims, the different kind of interiors, exteriors. They will then tell you how much it costs. So, man, I know, boom, here's a picture, print it out on the board. I can print the finances. That'll tell me exactly how much money I have to make on a monthly basis to own that dream car. That should be in your face every single day. Every time you go to the fridge, in your face. On the bathroom mirror, in your face. Next to your nightstand, any place where you think you're going to see it. For some of you, post it, put a big thing on the TV. I ain't watching TV until I get it. Right? I mean, no, I got my vision board on the TV. Ain't nobody watching TV till we make some of these things happen, right? But you can go do the picture board, which is going to make a big difference. But guys, here's the stat. You're 42% greater likely to have success if you simply write down your goals. We all know that goal setting is important, yet surveys of the general population are showing that 83% of the respondents don't have goals. They don't have any. 14% had some goals, but they weren't in writing. And only 3% had clearly defined written goals. Now, I want you guys to get a visual of this. 83% have no goals. If you simply think about goals, you're 10 times more likely to get them. And if you actually write it down, you are 42 times more likely to have it happen. But guys, how many have done it? 3%. Riddle me that, Batman. Riddle me that. You think, oh, well, Todd, come on, wait a minute. Todd, okay, I know you and Gina are making a lot of money now. You know, you got to come out of your ivory tower, you elitist pig. Not everyone's got pen and paper, okay? All right, not everyone's got pen and paper to be writing down their goals, right? Guys, there's no lack of pen and paper. There's no lack of pencil. There's no lack of Siri, write down my stuff. There's only, did I do it or did I not do it, right? What you don't change, you choose. You've learned that from Daryl and Maria. What you don't change, you choose. If you want things to get better, you have to get better. If you want things to change, you have to change. If you want to have more in 2024, you've got to do things that you didn't do in 2023. How serious are you about changing your life? How serious are you about making things, come to fruition here in 2024 that maybe didn't happen in 2023? And this is that old 80-20 rule, guys, that only for some reason, a small percentage of the people are willing to follow through and do the things they're supposed to do. I'm asking you, especially the people on this Zoom, you wouldn't even be on the Zoom if you weren't the exception. All of you, the fact that you got up this morning and said, man, it's Saturday, it's a weekend, let's go. Oh, no. We got to go listen to Todd. We got to listen to Todd and Daryl and whoever else might be on there, right? The very fact that you are here tells me you are the exception. You're not normal. Everyone else is watching Saturday morning cartoons. Maybe they're over there, watching, Housewives or whatever they're watching. They're eating donuts, right? And you guys are on here taking notes, right? You're already the exception. But some of you, you just have to maybe take it a little bit further, right? Just take it another step further. Man, I'm not just talking about these things. I'm not just listening to these things. I'm implementing the small little things that appear to make no difference at all, that at the end of the day make all the difference in the world. And guys, this stuff goes on and it permeates all throughout our industry. Well, I don't like network marketing. Only a small percentage of people make big money. Well, you must hate America, because last time I checked, 1% are wealthy, 4% are financially independent, 95% are dead or dead broke. See, there we go again with that few, right? Only a few people have written goals. Only a few people have money in life, right? So this permeates every aspect. I mean, how many people, that's global distribution. How many people read 10 pages of a good book per day? 5%. 5%. There's that same number all over again, right? How many people that go to get a journalism degree actually get a career in journalism? So they go spend $100,000 at some college. 99% will never use it. That's a true stat. 99%. So 100 people that spend $100,000, 99 of them wasted $100,000. They got a degree. Don't get me wrong. It's not a total waste, right? But they're not going to use that degree in journalism. 1% will get a job in journalism. Of the 1% who get a job, 1% of that 1% will make six figures. And of that 1% of that 1% of that 1% will end up on television. So guys, this permeates everything. How many people have read their Bible? How many people eat enough fruits and vegetables? How many people eat an apple a day? How many people drink enough water every day? How many people floss their teeth a day? 13%. How many people, by the way, January 2nd coming up, guys, you can go down to the gym on Tuesday morning, and this is the scene. Tuesday morning, if you go to the gym, this is what it's going to look like. But if you go back February 2nd, this is what it's going to look like, right? It is not going to be full. It's going to be empty. People buy the treadmill. They don't run on it. They hang clothes on it, right? I mean, guys, be the exception. Don't be that person. I'm the one, man, I'm taking those clothes off the treadmill. I'm the one running on the treadmill. I'm the one, man, I'm at the gym every day. Guys, before I got on the Zoom this morning, it's raining outside. It's actually gray and raining in California. By the way, I love it. Remember, guys, I'm originally from Chicago. We get so much sunshine out here. We got sunshine on tap. I get excited about the gray day, right? So when I saw the rain, man, you know what? I went swimming this morning. So before we did this Zoom, I went out in the rain and I swam for an hour straight, right? Why, man? I want to get my blood flowing, right, man? Get my blood flowing, wake up, doing the thing, breathing heavy, right? Drinking the water. And then I got to call my man, Daryl Roberts. Okay, we ready to go today? And so, I mean, guys, there was prep time to get on the Zoom. Be that person. Be the exception. Todd, I'm calling 3 to 5 people every day. I'm reading 10 pages of a good book. I'm doing the right things, even when the wrong things are happening. I just keep doing them and doing them and doing them. And I'm telling you guys, you are going to be an ambassador if you take on that mentality. So with that, I want to get my man Daryl back on here. MJ, the best to ever do it. I know he's got some of his own slides, some of his own stuff.
Unbelievable. Guys, let's give Todd some love on that one, because he broke it down to you guys. Every week, he's bringing great information that can make a huge difference in your life. Here's my recommendation, ladies and gentlemen. Go get this video and watch it again and again and again until you can articulate the information that he talked about, until you can start implementing, until you start implementing the simple things that he talked about, putting your goals down. Guys, these are simple things. They're not difficult to do. And if you do them, your life will change. Todd, again, I'm inspired. I'm encouraged. This Saturday training, you and I talk about this a lot of times as well over the years, is that, yes, great. We're disseminating great information that can impact somebody's life. And we are reaching some of you guys that are out there. Some of you are getting this message. Some of you are going to have to come back over and over again. But you know who's getting the best message out of this, Todd? It's me. It's you. We're picking up information. Guys, this is enhancing my life. I know it's enhancing Todd's life. It's enhancing Maria's life because she's here to the side every time we do this. So this information is unbelievable, the best information out there. And for those of you that are here every single week, those of you that are not complaining, or well, they say the same thing, or he talks about mindset, or he does this or does that. If you're here with a positive mental attitude to get something out of it, ladies and gentlemen, your life is going to enhance. Todd, again, just extra kudos to you. That was absolutely awesome. I guarantee that segment will be up on learnthistraining.com here before tonight's over. Guys, that was unbelievable. Wow. Okay, so now I got to follow that, right? Okay. Well, hey, I can actually do that, right? Because Todd's my buddy and my partner. And guys, just real quick on the other reason that Marie and I went after winning the extra $500 on top of everything else that the company pays us is, guess who won it last time? A month ago. Todd won it. So when Todd won it last month, and we took third place last month in the recruiting, it was in November. I looked at Marie and said, okay, all right. Todd won it. Okay, well, we can't have that.
It's about to go.
It's about to go down. So that motivated us to push a little bit more. And what's so cool about Todd is he actually encouraged us. He saw us putting some people in. He said, Daryl, I think you guys could actually win this thing and put an extra 500 bucks. So Todd was actually encouraging us and doing that as well. So part of it is because of the mindset where other people are thinking about, well, wait a minute, it's holidays and everybody's taking off and nobody's going to do it. Part of it is that mindset. No, we're going to do it no matter what. Matter of fact, we put a platinum in last night at 10 p.m. Pacific time. It was 1 p.m. in Atlanta that Talia just signed up last night. So we put in another one last night, and that person might be the one that just takes this to the next level. No question about it. So guys, got a couple of slides here, some things that will empower you as well. Some of the things we're going to talk about at the conference in addition. So kind of testing some of the things out, but you got to build good habits. That is one of the key things. I talk about Atomic Habits all the time. If you're not reading that book consistently, if you're not studying that book consistently, if you're not working with somebody consistently on that book, then you still haven't got to that level yet. You should be setting up group meetings with you and your team members and talking about that, because it's the habits we have, Todd talked about that are going to change your life. You eat an apple a day. Or you eat, French fries and milkshakes a day. One's going to move you to success and health and happiness, and the other one can move you to an early grave. It's those little simple things. It's not difficult. But what I've learned over the years, that working with other people in groups and organizations, like Gary Thompson, he has group meetings, I believe, every Friday. He just had a group meeting yesterday, and he's talking about these type of things and other things with his group. So if you're not elevated to that level yet or evolved to that level, don't be out there on an island by yourself thinking you've got to do this by yourself. We've got amazing people that are out there that can help you and help contribute to your success. So don't be the person trying to do this on your own. You've got incredible leadership and other people that want to become leaders that will work side by side, be your accountability partners, and help you grow. But here's what my message today is: there's absolutely no reason, none whatsoever, that you shouldn't add an extra $1,500 to $10,000 plus a month in 2024. There's absolutely no reason that should happen, none whatsoever. Well, the president of the country, the market is just not good. We got inflation. No one wants to travel. People in my neighborhood, people in my city, state and country, they're just not into this type of marketing, or it's just not that way for us. Ladies and gentlemen, excuse my language, that's BS. There's absolutely no reason you can't earn serious residual income by this time next year. You have to build good habits. We talked about you've got to commit to not letting anything stop you. You got to go into 2024 with this attitude. Now, the difference between you and where you want to be financially comes down to one thing. It's your daily habits. I want you to think about it. It's your daily habits. That's the number one thing. There is nothing else. You compare what Todd was just saying, this is alongside of what he was talking about. You're either reading 10 pages of a good book daily or you're not. You're either listening to a positive audio or you're not. You're putting Trevorium on your calendar and your schedule or you're not. You're plugging in consistently or you're not. You're exposing prospects to our travel service and our opportunity consistently, or you're not. You're either doing three-way calls with the leader or with someone that can share their story effectively, or you're not. You show me your daily habits, and I'll show you your level of success here in 2023. I can tell you even without even knowing you. But what had happened was, I learned a long time ago, Jim Rohn, he said, I don't want a story, I want the numbers. The difference between successful people, successful partners, and non-successful partners is their daily habits, period. I recommend a book, Atomic Habits. It'll tell you why you have your destructive habits that are keeping you stagnant and with limiting belief. And it'll show you how you can create new habits, exactly how you can create a new identity for yourself to move to whatever level in life that you want to lead. There's no question about it. So I want you guys also to understand it's unrealistic to expect to win without experiencing losses, setbacks, disappointment, and frustration. I want you guys to get that. I want to say that one more time, guys. I want to say that one more time because when I conquered this, it made all the difference in the world for me. It's unrealistic to expect to win without experiencing losses, setbacks, disappointment, and frustrations. Guys, that is part and parcel for life. You've lived it growing up in your life. You've had setbacks, you've had disappointment, you've had frustrations, you've had all of those things, and you've survived. You've got through them. If you understand you can apply that to business, your life is going to change, especially with the product and service our company puts together. Every successful person will tell you they have experienced losses, setbacks, disappointment, frustrations. I'm one of them. You can ask Todd. You can ask David Hart. You can ask any of the ambassadors. You can ask any successful people. Did you just sign up and everybody signed up and you went right to the top? Or did you have frustration? Did you have setback? Did you have disappointment? Did people sign up and then they quit? Or people said they were going to sign up and they didn't? That's where those four enemies come and hit you upside the head. If you don't know what the four enemies are, you need to go to learnthistraining.com. And if you understand that video alone will help you go to the next level. Did you guys realize, and some of you guys do, Oprah, one of the most recognized people on earth, a multi-billionaire, was fired as an anchor in Baltimore out of the gate. Her producer said she was unfit for television. Now she's a media mogul. You must understand this. And if you get this point going into 2024, ladies and gentlemen, failure is your friend. Failure is part of the growth process to victory. If you embrace the failure, I promise you, you will embrace the success. Also remember, your mindset is your greatest asset. I saw Lorraine and several other people when I was talking about mindset, what you say, and I saw all those amazing comments. You guys get it. You understand this. And for those of you that don't, your mindset is your greatest asset. We become what we think about most. That's what a man think is so what that man is. So it's the doorway to building a better life. It really is all in your head. And if you understand, if you can change your mindset and you can control your mindset, which you can, your life is going to be different. No question about it. Earl Nightingale has the video out, book out about The Strangest Secret. If you haven't seen it, just go to YouTube and there's a 31-minute segment. It's all kinds. There's longer versions, shorter versions. But if you want to get basically the understanding of the story and then do some more research on Earl Nightingale, The Strangest Secret, 30 plus years ago, it changed my life. Guys, it's about your mindset. It's about what you're saying, what your tongue is saying. You can either bring curse to you or you can bring wealth and health and happiness to you. Whatever you're speaking, whatever you're thinking, whatever you're talking about most every single day, that's what you're attracting. You know, when you talk to our kids out there, a lot of times it's been studies shown that you speak to your children, right? And you're always hitting on the negative stuff of what they didn't do, what they didn't do. You need to be doing this. You need to be doing that. And guess what you're attracting? You're attracting more of the exact same thing. Instead of tweaking it just a little bit, the reciprocal would be, you know, man, I'm just so proud of you for doing this. Man, I'm so proud of you for doing that. So if you just change the thinking just a little bit, you're going to increase your lives of your kids. You're going to increase your lives of your partner. See how Todd introduces me every single Saturday on here? He's increasing my life. He's pouring love and happiness and good things into me when I'm hearing that. And you can do the same thing to your wife. You can do the same thing to your husband. You can do the same thing to your children. You can do the same thing to people in your group. We can always look at the negative things and what you're not doing, and we're going to talk about those as well. But you also need to enhance people's life. What are they doing good? When you look at something out there in the marketplace, you look at something in a person, you can see negative or you can see positive. In your job now in 2024, I want you to see the positive. I want you to express the positive that a person has, and you're going to see that person is going to enhance their life, and also it's going to enhance yours as well. Guys, it doesn't matter where you are with Trevorium now. It really doesn't, because the great thing about what we do is this. It's always the next move. It's always the next move that counts. It's always the next prospect that you talk to that could be the one that goes ambassador multiple times, etc. Talia just signed up in Atlanta last night at 1 o'clock in the morning, her time. She could be the one. We don't know, but we took a shot. We went through the process. We did all the things that we're supposed to do. And now she ended up signing up last night or early in the morning on her time. So it's the next person you talk to. Again, there's no challenge that you have that 3 to 5 brand new platinums wouldn't solve. I want to say that again. There's no challenge you have in your business. There's no challenge you have in your group. There's no challenge you have in your life that 3 to 5 brand new platinums would not fix. Well, this person's not doing it. All these persons just kind of sitting down. They're waiting till next year to get started. No, guys, don't worry about that. That's you being in management mode. You should be in recruiting mode, exposing the business to the next person. It's always your next move that counts. No question about it. I once heard that fish grow to the size of their tank. Some of you guys probably have heard that. If you've heard that, let me know. If you have a fish and you've got a small tank, it's going to grow to that size. So fish in a small tank, they actually stay small. But if you put that same fish in a big tank, it's going to grow big. It's about thinking bigger for you and I. It's about not letting your current situation, your current environment shape your reality. For you and I, it's about, one more time, it's about your mindset. I don't care what your situation is. There's story after story after story of people being in worse situations than you and turning everything around. This is why we constantly say, read 10 pages of a good book, listen to 15 minutes of a positive audio. Change your thought and you will change your life. I want you guys to write that down, get it, listen to it again. So you have to ask yourself, are you a little fish or are you going to be a big fish? Are you stuck where you are, or are you ready to live the life you deserve in 2024?
Tell them to put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat if you're going to grow your business in 2024. If you're going to listen to some of the things that Todd said, or all the things that Todd said, the things that I'm talking about right now. Are you going to apply them? Are you going to try them one time, or are you going to apply them until you actually reach whatever your objective is? See, most people try something new and it's uncomfortable. So what do? We go back to what we're comfortable with. And you have to do the uncomfortable until it becomes comfortable. That's where the frustration, that's where the setbacks, that's where the disappointments live. And if you learn how to get through the valley of disappointment, that's where your life is going to change. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to earn residual income, you have to become good at exposing the business to a lot of people. You cannot be concerned about what the outcome is. Be consistent, plug in, make mistakes, and you're going to get better. You know, we always talk about if you're a doctor, you can't screw up. You cannot screw up. You screw up a surgery, you kill somebody, leave a scalpel in there. Guys, you're not going to be a doctor anymore. If you're an attorney and you just don't do your job you're supposed to do, and person goes to jail because you didn't do your job and it was your fault, you know, you could actually get disbarred. In our company, ladies and gentlemen, you can screw up 1,000,000 times. And that 1,000,001st person that you talk to could be the one that helps set you free financially for the rest of your life. So understand that it's okay to make mistakes. This is the only business I know that you literally can fail your way to the top. You can literally fail your way to the top. So I want you guys to see this. Communicate. This is what you have to do. And this is what we're going to be focusing on at the conference coming up. Communicate to your prospect. This is what you have to do. The benefits of our service and business and how it will help enhance their lives. That's what you have to do. So you need to think about, what are you saying to individuals? Communicate to your prospect the benefits of our service and business and how it will help enhance their lives. Do it in such a simple language, nobody has to burn any calories to understand you. That's how good you've got to be and learn. And we're going to be coming up with ideas. We're going to read one here just a couple of seconds here too. These 2 secrets will help you grow your business in 2024 coming up. So guys, for an example, let's say it this way. So here's one thing, guys, we're going to put a whole bunch of these things together that will enhance what you can say, and you can copy and use any of this stuff. So you're going to see a lot of things Maria and I are going to be adding to the fold from a training standpoint, the little things that will help you grow a big business. So for an example, we have a travel service that allows you to book hotels and resorts at wholesale rates for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You're going to save 30 to 80% every time you use it. You're also going to save on car rentals, cruises, activities, and more. Members literally save thousands of dollars every year, and they get to travel more, they get to travel better, and they get to travel for less. And use the savings that they get to create a better Christmas, to pay off debt, to put money in savings, and literally invest in their retirement. If I invite you to a Zoom, would you attend? Or if I sent you a video, would you watch it to access those benefits? Ladies and gentlemen, this is just one example. We're going to come up with a lot of simple things that you're going to learn to say, that you can read a few times a day and you can articulate to someone, because again, it's about communicating to your prospects the benefits of our service and business and how it will help enhance their life. You're going to see tons of these, and you're going to be able to pick 1 or 2. You have a comment?
I was going to say it's on, there's like some scripts already on learning.
Yeah, there's already some scripts on there, but guys, this is the philosophy we're going to go into. How can we dumb it down? How can we make it so simple to go to the next level? So 3 things that go through your prospect's mind. You have to answer these questions as you prospect people. What do you offer? That's what's going through their mind. They want to know, what do you offer and how will it make my life better? So again, this goes with what we just talked about. How will this make my life better? That's what they want to know. They don't want to know how it's going to make your life better. And what do I need to do to buy it? These are all things we're working to help you get your messaging in place so that you can grow your business. So guys, those are just a couple of points, some of the things we're going to be talking about here at the conference, some of the, in Miami. If you're not going, big mistake, but I understand it. Sometimes you can't, but again, it's going to be absolutely unbelievable. These are some of the things you're going to be seeing as the first quarter of 2024 comes on, and lots of things we're going to have to help enhance your experience with bringing information out into the marketplace. But again, bottom line is mindset. You create a better mindset, ladies and gentlemen, your life is going to change. Atomic Habits is an amazing book for you to do that. Look, what is it? Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich is another book that set me on fire to grow this business to where we've accomplished the feats that we've done it. And it started with that book, Think and Grow Rich. If you haven't read it, or if you've read it multiple times, you need to go back and study it again, closing out this year, the first 30 days of 2024. And with that book, I'm telling you, it's going to make a big difference. So those 3 books I recommend right now to go through again, even though some of you have already done it: Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, Atomic Habits, James Clear, and the First Year in Network Marketing. There's things in there that you need to address, things in there that can put you on track to create success. So we love it. Todd, hey, I'm excited, buddy.
I am too. By the way, I mean, the slides are amazing. I mean, your slides are absolutely incredible, and you're going through so much incredible information. I just want to second the whole idea, guys. In this business, everybody fails their way to the top. You literally fail your way to the top. Which, by the way, is another great book by John Maxwell.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's called Falling Forward.
Yeah.
It's the same principle, right? You're falling forward, failing forward. It's either falling. I think it's failing forward. Failing forward. Just John Maxwell. It's either falling forward, failing forward. I own it on Audible. Fantastic book. Bob Proctor, by the way, another great guy. In fact, I was going to pull up this real quick. Some of you, as you begin the new year, you hear Del Maria every time they wake up in the morning. Man, today is going to be an unbelievable day, right? They're kind of like setting the mindset. For those of you that are looking to do affirmations and want to do them the correct way, one of the best ones to ever do it and teach it was the late, great Bob Proctor. He passed on not too long ago, about, I think, a year or 2 years ago. But his thing was, I am so happy and grateful now that, and fill in the blank, guys. I am so happy and grateful now that I'm an ambassador. I'm so happy and grateful now that I have more money than I can spend. I am so happy and grateful now that I'm a size, whatever you want to be in your clothes, right? I'm so happy and grateful now that whatever the thing it is, you want to say it in the present tense like you already have it. You want to like visualize it like I already have it. And this is a concept that he taught. I know that it's a concept that some of the top leaders in our industry teach. But again, this is the exact line. I'm so happy and grateful now that, and you can fill in the blank, but possess it, own it, right? Say it again and again and again. Like it has already happened. It's in the present tense, not some future thing, but in the now. I am so happy and grateful now that I have booked my tickets to be in Miami with Daryl, Maria, Todd, and Gina. I am so happy and grateful now that. By the way, one thing I forgot to bring up. I know Dave Hart asked me to bring it up, right? By the way, let's remind you guys, we only have a few tickets left, but if you guys want to go to Puerto Vallarta, we're going to be teaching the first ambassador training there. Again, in Puerto Vallarta, there's a few tickets left, I think, before it sells out. But me and Gina will be spending basically 4 or 5 days with you guys. We're going to have the big training session, but we're going to be spending 4 or 5 days covering lots of different things, biblical secrets. We're going to talk about AI a little bit. You know, the AI is a big thing now. Talk about building a brand. Some of our thoughts in those arenas. You guys can build a brand. Talking about, obviously, what you need to do to take your business to a new level. We'll shoot some videos together, make some phone calls together, have some fun. But anyway, there's a few tickets left if you want to come to the very first ambassador training. And there's going to be a lot of these, right? So there's going to be other ambassadors, other locations, other destinations. Jeremy, Maria got to pick their destination. We're doing the first one, they're doing the second one, and they're just kind of going in that sequence. But we're going to be in Puerto Vallarta. Again, that's going to be in March. By the way, it's at the Grand Palladium. Guys, I'm buying all the booze. Okay, all the drinks are on me. Okay, I'm paying for all the drinks. I'm paying for all the food. By the way, guys, it's an all-inclusive, right? All the food, all the drinks are already included. This is actually Dave Hart paying for it all. Anyway, all the food, all the drinks. The date is March 13th through the 17th. So again, March 13th through the 17th. If you come, I promise you will not be disappointed. Later today, we are going to have another back office deep dive. And I don't know if you have a slide for that, Daryl, or not, but these back office deep dives, guys, when people get on, and remember, we can't record it. We can't put it on social media, but we can do them live. And when you get people on and they watch the live demonstration of the pricing, because a lot of people, they see the presentation and they think it sounds too good to be true. It can't be true. There's some kind of a catch. And again, they hear the whole story, but they just can't quite believe that it's true. And when people get on and they get to see with their own eyes, documentation beats conversation, seeing is believing. It helps the doubting Thomases, right? when they get to like, oh my gosh, they're watching the whole thing live in front of them as they pull up our site, we pull up Expedia, do the side-by-side comparison, bounce around the world, show some of the world tours, right? When people see that, it's like, holy crap. I mean, it just takes their belief level to a new level that this is true, that we're in fact, which is true, bringing a new paradigm, a new model to the travel industry, guys. And it's long overdue. That's why I had that whole first slide about getting your expectations up in 2024. We are in the largest industry in the world. It's exploding in growth. There's tens of millions of people looking for a side hustle. There are billions of people looking to travel. All of the trends are pushing this travel industry. And here we are, a company doing things that no other company has ever done in the history of the travel business. And you combine that with the most recent announcements of our compensation program, where guys, you can go ambassador and then they give you a brand new spot for free. You can do it again. They give you another brand new spot for free. You can do it again. They give you another brand new spot for free. And you can do it again. It keeps you in the 10X zone. But guys, there's no reason that everybody that's on this Zoom right this moment, that within the next 5 years, I don't care where you're starting from, if you're doing the 10 pages of a good book, 15 minutes of audio, plugging into the events, doing things consistently every single day, there's no reason that every single one of you don't get filthy, stinking happy, right? It's a term I learned from one of our mentors, right? The guys, make your dreams come true. I mean, we're talking about 10,000, 20,000. Some of you are going to end up at 100,000. Some are going to be 150,000 per month. Todd, that can never happen to me. Yes, it can, guys, because people who make a lot of money are not necessarily so much different than you. They just did the small things that appear to make no difference. They found an extraordinary situation and they went to work, right? Bill Gates found an extraordinary situation. He went to work. Mark Zuckerberg found an extraordinary situation. He went to work. Yes. Is he a smart guy? Of course he's a smart guy. But again, the bigger thing was he found something unique and went to work at the right time. Guys, you have found something unbelievably unique. It doesn't matter if you've been a whatever. But Todd, I'm just a bus driver. I'm just a policeman. I'm just a fireman. I'm just a school teacher. I'm just a postal worker. Hey, Miss Kayla Young. It doesn't matter what you did for a living. What matters, if you're out there sharing the information, it spreads around the world as it continues to get bigger, bigger, bigger. People you don't even know. Most of the people on your team are going to be people you don't even know. It's going to spread in languages you don't even speak. But guess what? You get paid off all of those customers. All that matters is that, hey, I went to work at the right time. Are you going to be in Miami? I hope you are. It's not too late. We're going to be there exactly 1 week from this moment training, right? You have a week to buy a plane ticket. You have a week to get on your skateboard, your bicycle, to get on a Greyhound bus, to get an Amtrak, to hop on a plane, to hop on a boat, start swimming if you live on the coast. Whatever you got to do, it is not too late to make that decision. Yes, I'm going to be there. It's not too late to make that decision. Yes, I'm going to be in Puerto Vallarta at that first ambassador training. We're going to take a picture. Program Dave's pretty hard about. Here's the first inaugural. Hey, I'm in the picture. I was there. I'm a part of history, right? Guys, it's not too late to make the decisions that are going to change your life and shape your 2024. So, guys, I know we're at the top of the hour. Darryl, I'll give you the last word.
I want to give you guys one bonus that with something that Marie and I do every day. Todd mentioned a second ago, but we just added something about 3 nights ago that we're doing as well. But today is going to be a good day. When you wake up in the morning, do it with a smile on your face. Something that simple. I talked about it before, but obviously it's worth repeating. Today is going to be a good day. We say that twice, then today is going to be a great day. Say that twice. Something so simple, and you say it with a smile on your face, you believe it. Here's the thing we just started a couple of nights ago. And again, got this from podcasts because we're not just watching Netflix all the time. We're learning, trying to get better to pass information on to you guys. But it's 3 things you do when you go to bed at night. What are you grateful for? So right before you get into bed, or when you get into bed and you're getting ready to go to sleep, you need to think about this. What am I grateful for? And guys, it could be something big. It could be, hey, I lived today. I worked out today. I contacted 3 people. I'm grateful for my beautiful wife. I'm grateful for my husband. I'm grateful for whatever the case may be. It can be big or small, but what are you grateful for? Just take a couple of seconds and answer that. There's 2 more. Number 2 is, what did I do right today? So the second one is, what did I do right today? And you answer that question. Hey, I prospected 3 people. I went and worked out at the gym. You know, I told my kids that I loved them. I ate an apple. I watched some of the things that I ate. So what did I do right today? So you can do that. This is really simple, guys, and you just got to make it a habit. And the last one is, what am I excited about for tomorrow? What am I excited about for tomorrow? So you say, what am I excited about for tomorrow? I get to see my wife. I get to see my kids. I get an opportunity to go work out. I get an opportunity to read my Bible. I get an opportunity, whatever the case may be. What are you excited about tomorrow? And what's going to happen? You're going to go to bed. You're going to see in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks time of you doing that consistently, that your energy waking up the next day, it's just going to be on purpose. You're going to be on fire. The love, the passion that's coming through you is just going to make all the difference in the world. Little simple things repeated over time will change your life. And that's something we've just started 3 or 4 days ago. And it's already paying dividends. I can't imagine what it's going to do 2 weeks from now, 4 weeks from now. Easy to do, easy not to do. We hope you make it a habit.
So what am I grateful for? What did I do right? And what am I excited about for tomorrow?
Yeah. What did I do right today? You know, you go on to bed. What did I do right today? Again, we're not talking negative. We're talking positive. What did I do right today? And you can name 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 things that you did right today. And guys, again, the positive energy you going to sleep and waking up is going to make all the difference in your world. So what are you grateful for? Think about that. Say it 30 seconds, a minute, whatever you're grateful for. What did I do right today? And then what am I excited for tomorrow? What am I excited for? It's just going to, what am I excited about for tomorrow? And it's going to just create this positive energy over the next 7 to 15 days or so, and watch what happens. But easy to do, easy not to do. We hope you make it a habit.
I know, Gloria Tate, I know you're looking for the flyer. I just saw you post that. And so they wonder if we're sending out a flyer for today. So I'm assuming Jeremy Ray, maybe she's on your text distribution.
Where can I get it out at? Todd, do you want me to send it to you?
Yeah, you send me the flyer, and then, hey, Gloria, if you want, send me a message and I'll text you the links. Make sure you have the link for all of that. And again, for everybody else on there, as we're doing that, I hope I'm not the only one that was taking notes on what Daryl was just teaching right there, right? Guys, I hope I'm not the only one that's sitting here like, oh my God, this is great stuff. I'm writing it down. I mean, I hope I'm not the only one, right? And so, I mean, hope you guys are writing this stuff down on pen, paper, in your note section here, and that you're implementing those small things. But hey, Gloria, send me a text. Anyone, you guys can send Daryl and Maria a text. You can get a text to Coach D or, Dr. Renee Smith or to Tatiana or Igor or Larissa or Camila, whoever, right? Reach out to your ambassadors and you can get the flyer because they can reach out to us and make sure you get all the info. Yeah, Daryl.
Hey, one last thing. We are going to be with Doc and Lorraine and Ty Hendricks in Sacramento on the 20th of January. We've got the Bay Area folks coming down there. We've got a presentation schedule. We got a training schedule. So if you're in California, you want to come hang out, the flyer is being put together as we speak. Doc and Lorraine will have it. Ty Hendricks will have it. Of course, I'll have it and Todd will have it, so you guys can get that. It'll be out the next couple of days, but start putting on your schedule for those of you in Northern California or Southern or wherever you're at. You want to come out and hang out with us for a presentation. We're going to do a deep dive, and then we're going to take a break. Then we're going to do a training, and that's being put together with Doc and Lorraine Finley out in Sacramento and Ty Hendricks. So quick shout out for that.
Yeah, but I got some, we talked about Adam today. You've got some brand new people that want to plug into that. They're up there in Northern California. And I said, hey, Daryl and Maria are coming there and I got to get the info. And so I know we got some people anxious to go to that event. Hey guys, we're going to be back in 2 hours, not at this Zoom link. We're going to be at a meetupworldwide.com. Again, we're going to meetupworldwide.com. All right. We're going to meetupworldwide.com. Guys, take a picture of that right there on the screen. You got your phones, if you're on your phone, screenshot, right? Just, take the 2 screenshot. If you're on your computer, grab your phone, snap, 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 snap. If you're not, hey, get your handwriting. Okay, hold on. ID number 884-2279-6143. 884-2279-6143 or meetupworldwide.com, right? Again, 2 hours from now, we are going to be there. What's that?
Great job. Great job,
Great
Todd.
job, Todd. You are great. If they didn't get it after you just did what you did, they're not going to get it.
But guys, bring people, bring prospects, right? They're going to demo proof positive, not if, not maybe. We're doing things in travel that have never been done before. 2 hours from now, people are not going to hang out. Oh, I'm still skeptical. I mean, if they do that, they're idiots, right? I mean, because they're going to see it right on the screen, black and white. Here it is, right? So, hey, guys, we're going to be there 2 hours. Hey, let's go out and implement what you learned today. Daryl, Maria, unbelievable. See you guys in 2 hours.
Thanks, guys.